You have to get a pretty thick hide pretty quickly, you know, because you just see the criticism. Who is this Shaun Keaveny, who doesn't even know how to pronounce Shakespearean names properly? If he's going to stay on Radio 4, he's going to have to learn fast. You know, that was one of the tamer ones. But you've got to get with it.
Does it bother you though, like when you see that? Because
that one didn't, but there are. I have got to be honest. I'm pretty thin-skinned.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
That surprises me
because
you don't come across. I don't think you come across that way. I think maybe it is because of your sort of flippant tone. You come across as quite like like you'd be like, fine, whatever.
But I'm not like that.
You do your own thing, sort of thing.
I do find it. It's annoying to me. One of my good old mates is Al Murray, the pub landlord. And he's kind of the opposite. He loves to get right into it, and he'll just open up his Twitter and say something that he knows he's going to get a reaction sometimes, and then he'll go in, you know, all elbows and just start marauding with people, and fuck you know, he just loves it. He loves the rough and tumble. It's water off a duck's back to him, whereas I'm not like that. So, when you do an early program like we do, you're particularly exposed, I think, at that time of the day. Everybody's a bit more, like you haven't got any skin, you know, you're really vulnerable. And so if you're feeling particularly tired and vulnerable, and then like the fourth email you open is something like, I suppose you think you're funny, don't you? These are the worst.
Do you get
ones.
A lot of that?
Not a lot. Not any, because the thing is, when you've been doing something 11 years, they should know, shouldn't they? They should know by now if they like it or not. So, God.
But I'm surprised by I don't know why people feel the need to do it really, because it's you're not going to go, oh, I'll stop then. You know what I mean? It's not. What's the point?
It's a waste of energy. But then it's not, because to them, I understand it now. It's a catharsis to them, and it's part of your service to them. Really, is to allow that to happen, and so that's part of the contract of the broadcaster. You should be not only ready for it, but intellectually I know this, you should be not only ready for it, but you should be happy to do it, because obviously everybody isn't going to like you. It would be really weird, and so you should be thankful that they're listening, that you've said something that's annoying to them. It's like, oh, you've got a reaction. There's nothing worse than if you have to be so boring, wouldn't you, for people to just be like, oh yeah,
he's on.
He's on. The professional thing to do is to ignore. That's what you're supposed to do. But I don't do.
But it makes quite good radio if you do respond.
There are some. We had a really funny one about 2 weeks ago where it was. It was a guy who. Well, actually, no. I think we had one a few weeks ago, which was like virtually the first email that we opened up after Christmas. It was just this. Like literally 2nd of January, you know, this litany of quite a few things that we like he was my manager, and he needed to unpack a few of the things that we were doing wrong. It was like, this is brilliant, first fucking day back, you know. And then we got one of criticising our use of the Hill Street Blues theme tune, and that was a good example of what you're talking about, because when you do a breakfast show, when you do 15 hours of live radio a week, you run out of material very fast. So everything becomes material. That's the only thing you need to know. So somebody sending a critical email about one of your beds is manna from heaven, because then we just went mad on it. Just like, well, John thinks that it's an absolute outrage that we're playing this Hill Street Blues thing. So we're having, we'll have a moratorium on it. We had a referendum on it. Hashtag save Hill Street Blues, hashtag destroy Hill Street Blues, you know. And people are still talking about it now. It's ridiculous, but people kind of begin to own your radio program after a while. I had a guy come up to me at an awards ceremony 2 days ago. There was a quiver in his voice. He said, I'm David. I just want to say thank you for bringing the Hill Street Blues bed back. Just daft shit, you know. But yeah, so you can use it if you're feeling confident and happy, the criticism, and it won't really affect you. And then there are other days when you feel hurt by it, and then sometimes I will craft an email. I'm very sorry to hear that you think that I dealt with that situation flippantly. I disagree with the concept that I am, one of the unfunniest people in the world, and that I should be sad I was born. But and you've overexposed yourself a bit. Then you see,
Yeah.
you've gone into it too much.